What's going on, guys? It's me, Shukushu. We are back with another Musume video. This video, we are doing the final test from the event. So, which is the dirt one. So, here we are. We're going to go train dirt. Oh, I guess from here on out, we'll just be training for dirt, I guess, since we'll be training for the League of Heroes after this. So, I guess that technically starts now in a way. But here we are. Hokko Tarumae. I'm gonna try an actual dirt Uma to see if, I don't know, I can train a good one, a decent one. I don't know. I never really had any good luck training actual dirt Umas, so that includes Hokko Tarumae. All the times I've trained her in the past has just been pretty bad. Not gonna lie, so whatever I get here might be the highest, or should be the highest if everything goes well. If everything goes well. As for the setup, thinking that I'm building for a mile, I'm just assuming that I don't need a stamina card. Although there are other factors that I probably should consider that can possibly increase the needs of more stamina. As in like fighting for positions and the last spurt, I believe. Something like that. Or I could be wrong, but there are things within the race that does, you know, require some stamina consumption. So I don't know. I'm just hoping I get. Should be manageable to get at least like 1,000, right? I don't actually exactly remember how many I've gotten without using a stamina card previously. So we're gonna go try again. I think we did fairly well, actually. Let me see. It's like I could just look at the UC8s or like. I think I've only trained UC8s, but UC8, oh, and UDs, the 2 UDs I train. Let's not forget about that. Well, let me quickly look at this before we spend too much time just dawdling in the beginning. Right here. Yeah, the Sakura Bakushino got 1,200 with no thing, so I think we'll be fine for the stamina requirement at the very least. At least for now. So we're gonna go with the 2-speed setup. For sure should be able to reach close to cap, or at least 1,900. So Almanai Dormente speed card. The Hoshina friend card. I don't know, I blanked out there. Borrowing a Stay Gold Guts card because mine is only 1 copy, I believe. I don't even remember my copies. And then using my Measure Ramino because we're doing mile distance, so it is the best option if I want at least some skills from the card. And hopefully this would at least get Wise to 1,200. Hopefully, if it doesn't, then I'm a think about using a Wise card in the future. Although I feel like I'll still keep using a Wise card. And then lastly, Tamama Power. Well, with that being said, let's get the run started. But before we do get started with the run and the comments, if you guys haven't joined the Discord server, link is down in the description down below. There is a channel called Circle Quest for those who haven't joined a circle or are looking for a circle to join. Y'all are free to join the circle that I'm in. It is called Shushu. Once you give that a search, hit request to join. It'll let me know that you want to join the circle. And then after that, head over to the comment section or the Circle Request channel in the Discord server. Let me know that you sent the request along with your in-game name, just so I can make sure to add you in the circle and not somebody else. But with that being said, let's get the run started. I do want to note something. I did do some kind of, I don't know how to the auto training setup. More or less, I don't know if it works. Because so far it's been working. I just don't know if it's been working great. I can't say that it hasn't gotten me a UB, so I guess it's just been okay. So I don't think I have the settings properly done. At least I don't think so. So it is what it is. So it is what it is. Actually, I could technically just show you. Let's show you guys real quick. Right here. And then you guys decide if you want to correct me or not. I don't know about this. I didn't really touch these. Wasn't sure. Then I did do just basically the gold skills that I from the cards that I typically use, I guess. And I just clicked this off, but I could be wrong about this. Then here. But yeah, I could be completely wrong about the whole auto training setup that I had done. If anything, I'll probably just go back to the island scenario and probably just set it up there. I don't know. But we'll see. We shall see. Yes. Rest. I probably should have checked if I had wise training at least, but we're here. Nope, no wise training, so I probably shouldn't. No, if there's any. I haven't done anything recently, have I? Worth noting. Oh, one thing that caught me by surprise, I guess would be worth mentioning, is in Snowbreak, one of the games I play. For those who don't know, but they brought back the English voice acting, which caught me off guard. Because I was just playing, catching up to the recent event, finishing the story and all that. And although I realized this very, like, here and there, where certain characters would speak English lines, and I'm like, wait, I don't remember you having an English line, or you just haven't spoken your English line in a long time before they removed it. And then when I got to the story, I was like, wait, this whole story is in English. Like, they're speaking in English, because when they remove when they stop doing the English voice acting, I think after 1.3 or 1.4, which I think from what they said was for financial reasons. The voices just disappeared, and I believe the original voice actors did not come back because the direction of the game was more focused, or is more kind of like more fan servicey. But in my opinion, the game has always been that way since the beginning. Albeit, I'll admit, did it get more fan service as time went on? Yes, but it didn't really feel any different from when the game started, is basically what I'm trying to say. But it is what it is. That is what it is. Oh yeah, what I was gonna say, since they removed the voice, or stopped the English voice acting after 1.4 or something around there, even if you had your settings in English, it would still obviously be in any other language you set up or you have. Oh no, I think it will just default go to Japanese because that's what happened to mine. So yeah, it caught me off guard when I heard the return of English voice acting in the game. I was like, oh. I got so used to just, I mean, I don't think all of them is returned, obviously. But like, because certain characters that I've pulled from that time until now has only been Japanese voice acting, so there's that. But once it's fully updated, I'll be like, oh, this is different. This is different. But it's cool. But it's cool. Never had an issue with it, so I guess I'll just let it be. Other than that, I think I still do have some. Well, Starville just updated, so I gotta do story for that whenever. Genshin, I still need to do story. I was like a week or two ago. Zenless, although it updates, I think by the time this video's up, it's already updated to phase 2. I'm not too sure there's anything to record besides the banner video and I guess whatever endgame content in the future, but I guess this week would be shield defense. I don't know if there's anything agent story or whatever, so I think Zenless will be fine. We already did that. I'll be honest, I don't remember Tarumae's options, so give me a quick sec to take a quick peek at Game Tora. Now I know I have this. Normally this is good enough for me to see, but that middle one is what's confusing me. Heal a negative status effect. I feel like I've never chosen that, or seen it as often. So that's why it caught me off guard. I think I'll take it just because of the energy. Seeing that trainings takes a good amount of energy, I'd probably rather do that. But yeah, I just have to do the one event. I guess the camera fighting event, whatever, picture fighting. Still have 2 things to do with Zenless. And obviously I need to figure out the scenario somehow, some way, or at least get back to the UB so I don't feel as bad. Very least, at the very least. It's alright. But it's alright. Any other games? No, not that I'm aware of. So it should be okay. We do need some energy, so I'll do that. And I think I'll start going over the comments because I do have it loaded up as well. Plus, I don't think I have anything else to mention, so starting with the comments. I guess all Nova until we reach Eugen's comment. So starting with Nova's comments, And I think there was another comment from Eugen in the last video. I don't think there's any other one. Let me double triple check. Real quick. Real quick. Oh, we need to do a race also, because I see that now. So I should probably schedule the dirt race. Where is it? Right here. Then we should be good on that. And then here, I just want to check the comments just to be sure. That's not. Oh, that's the global comments. I was like, huh? That doesn't seem right. No. It doesn't look like it, so I guess with that being said, the first comment from Nova says, if I can read or speak. Procrastinating on Uma event is hurting me. Guess I'm running the scenario tonight to finish all the quests. I mean, it's just doing a one of every distance and dirt. So if we're talking about the Yayoi event or director event, whatever you want to call it, I don't exactly know what it's called. But it does take time, so I get it. I get it. Been doing some Pokemon on my free time and it's been fun so far. Glad to hear. Glad to hear. Because I did have fun. Still playing it, obviously. It's just most likely still play more of it whenever I'm done recording stuff for it. Which should be fairly soon if I'm not mistaken. Should be fairly soon. Don't have any other options, so we'll just pick this one. Yeah, we actually don't have any other options. I just realized that. Maybe because I didn't... I don't know. I felt like I've seen the other options by now, but I guess not. I guess not. But been doing some Pokemon. My team so far has been Braixen, Bayleaf. I'm assuming you mean Curlia, not Krillia. Riolu, not Rolu. Emolga and Frogadier. There's not Chestnut. It's starter. I'm like, no thanks. I mean, yeah. Chespin is my least favorite starter, but I have nothing against the Kalos starters. I have nothing against the Kalos starters. Not like Gen 5 starters. Gen 5. Like I've mentioned like a week or two ago. My least favorite. I think General End card would have been better too. Rudolph End card has been slowly but surely losing relevance. I think that has because she was released a month and a half or almost 2 months, about 2 months before the 2 gold skills, or I guess 4 gold skills technically. There's 2 gold skills, top option, 2 in the bottom, 2 in the top. You know? So that's my assumption. So we might be looking at a general end card within the next few months. Maybe. Maybe. I just wish they did it. I guess it'd be fine if it's later. If they did it for the half annie, or not the half annie, the anniversary, then I don't think they've done a end card or wise card for anniversary at all. I think I could be wrong. I could be completely wrong. So don't quote me on that. Don't quote me on that. But I do agree. It should have been general. Yeah, I got Spook Shack, Bang Boo 2 Max. Maybe Yunkoi Summit. I'm auto-correcting. Bang Boo 2, yeah, I could see the Beeline being, or the Bang Boo for the Yunkoi Summit maxed out. I could see it if you want. But I guess I'll just do it once the new members arrive. I don't think there's much more there aren't any more members for Yunkoi. Because the Alin is part of Krampus, which should also be the other girl, I think. I'm assuming because it's like in one of the trailers when they showed her she was there, so that's where my assumptions go. So you could use it for the new Bang Boo if you, assuming they'll get their own Bang Boo. But I feel like you've been using Yunkoi Summit this whole time because of Ishwin, that I don't see why you wouldn't. Since this is, we're gonna try this since it's at 105. It's 35%. I already have like bad RNG when it comes to training over 20%, so I'm gonna just take my chances with this one. It's okay. If this was like a way more serious, like I say way more, but if this was a way more serious training, yes, or I actually like got the scenario pretty much just like if it was like the deserted island, then I most likely wouldn't have done that. Because I probably would, like, what if I was having a good run? I don't want to just completely mess it up. Like, we could have had 210 if we didn't mess up the first one. It is what it is. But since I don't have Yanagi, I never needed to pull for their Bang Boo. Makes sense. That makes sense. I don't think you built Sokaku either, so yeah, there wasn't any reasoning. Him being sus just means that I can cope for Sarah being playable. I can fix her like Isolde. Just give me a chance. Can't fix Isolde if there is no Isolde to fix. As for Sarah, well, the only thing I can say about Sarah is I don't think Hoi was ever... I don't think Hoi was released like an actual like story villain character. I'm trying to think of like Star Rail, I'm like, right? Yeah, I don't think they have. Genshin? Yeah, so cope. You can cope is basically what I'm saying. Well, that's what I'm doing, going back to the island for parent grinding. I'm not seeing anything about this parent training being a must in the onsen scenario so far. Well, it is early, so I guess maybe people are still maybe figuring it out. It's my assumption. Chisa is probably gonna make my Taiwan friend stay in Wua or quit altogether. Let's just see how his 50-50 luck is. Yep. I guess so. We'll just see the 50-50. They did buff Jiang Yu, so I think this is good enough for the electric team. Yeah, originally I was just gonna, I guess pretty much just like you, pull for Lena and Leva for the electric team, and that's it. But since they didn't release them, well, it's all I got for now. It is definitely all I got for now, so I'm not gonna complain. Best in Rush Hour 3 is always gonna be when Tucker, hold on. Ooh, 80. Can I do this? I should get more if I do this, right? But went into that Chinese temple and started to taunt the blind guy. You, me, him. Everyone's arse around here. I'm gonna kick his arsely. I am you, he is me. Yeah, that scene was hilarious. Probably, like you said, best scene in Rush Hour 3. I agree. This will be okay. For Cesian, mainly just skipped the scoring. I somewhat was invested in it, but knowing that the chapters are getting a total redo, I don't have the motivation to anyway. Why are all the gachas? Sure, we'll do that. Oh, okay, then I'll use it. I want to play this year, all got obliterated for one reason or another. Black Beacon, I wanted to try it, but without a PC client, I was kind of turned off. Now that they delayed the release of 1.3 by a month in global, they still have updates for CN, which made the players mad. Global Chef ruined. They still have updates for CN, which made... Oh, wait. Oh, yeah, Global Chef. Ethereal restart a mixed bag where it was overhyped and not enough care for the PvE experience. It is a PvP gacha, but getting through the PvE content is extremely hard for some reason. Basically, fall out of interest at that point. I would say the same for myself. I think I most likely just fell out of interest. Stellosora, great game, but that pity system needs to get nuked. For myself, like I said, Stellosora wasn't a guarantee, so it's alright for me not starting it, I guess. I'm not really bothered by it. CZN, long-ass gameplay, but it's fun. The dumb drama gets me kinda demotivated, though. Drama or whatever. I've said it before. Say it again. If I'm enjoying the game, that's the key words right there. That's a key thing. As long as I'm enjoying the game, even with all these complaints that these people are complaining about, the game's fine. So if it's kind of demotivating you, I guess it might be, I don't know, kind of serious, I guess? I don't know. I'll be honest, CZN wasn't exactly also a game I was sure if I was gonna play, because, well, right now I guess the situation would be if I get an account or not. And two, because it was more like I figured it out like a month or two prior to its release. Not a month or, yeah, like a month or two prior to its release, I think. Maybe a little longer. 3 months at the longest, maybe. DNA, not really a gacha, but the launch was extremely buggy and the in-game character models are lower quality than Wuwa or Genshin. I was extremely turned off by that fact uninstalled. I think the fact that you said lower than Genshin, because Wuwa obviously is pretty up there when it comes to their animations and quality. So if I'm gonna compare it to Genshin, I mean Genshin is good, but it ain't like Wuwa. It ain't like Wuwa with their ultimates looking all stupid good or whatever, you know. That's what I think, at least. But dang, if it's worse than Genshin, then he don't know about that, chief. I don't know, I haven't tried it, so you might not even get my own input out of it. You might not even get my own input out of it. And then lastly from Nova, okay, so the reroll process in CZN is now way easier, it seems. You piqued my interest. They have around more than 60 pulls per reroll. That is more. So this should be the best time to get that done. Say less. Say less. I did say if I do get an account, this is definitely one way to get that account. 60 pulls? That's more than enough. That should be more than enough to make the rerolls faster. Because I think when I did it the first week, it was like 2, 3. I don't know, something like that. I'm actually not sure, but it was not 6 for sure. Thank you for letting me know. I probably would have realized it if I was re-rolling, but I still haven't re-rolled since. So I'll probably start re-roll very soon. Very, very soon. But that is pretty much it for all the comments from Nova. So thank you, Nova, for the comments. Appreciate it as always. Which one do I want to pick? I honestly don't know if I don't know, I'll just pick this one. I feel like I'm behind because I don't know why a part of me feels like I was getting like the other ones. Reaching this part, I don't know. Maybe I've been drilling less or something. I don't know. But next comments are going to be from Eugen. I believe after that, that's it. Let me refresh. Nova did reply to Eugen's comment. Let me check the Sakura Bakushino. I should probably also check the Hida just in case. Okay, there is. Oh wait, I was already going over that. What am I talking about? So the comment from the Sakura Bakushino video from Eugen says, Shushu making me envy using Sports Bakushin. I say it every time. You chose to be jealous. And I'm gonna keep standing by it. And then the comment in the last video, it's a longer comment, which is fine. Totally fine. I'd rather say go for Fufu, but seems you too inclined to get Tentacles Cowgirl. Well, you don't have to be rude about it or disrespectful towards the character. Oh, well, I did say I'd go for Fufu, or I do want to go, or been wanting to go, debating whether or not I should pull for Jifufu again. That's because I do want to complete the Yunquei Summit team. And it would definitely make my, or at least it would make me feel like my Ishwin team feel better. And because they obviously made Yidhari different compared to Yishun if we're talking ruptures. So my reasoning for pulling for Yidhari is not because I like her. I have no problems with her as a character. But it's more so towards we're gonna need more different type of characters, or maybe another ice type character, because what if you need two? And because I realized it with the new endgame content. I'm probably gonna need Yidhari in the future, so it's more of it's for my account than me wanting her, if I'm gonna be honest. So you can talk smack all you want about the characters that you don't like or won't pull for. You won't be happy or you already aren't because you're already going through it. But remember, your account's not even established to get, at least me reading ahead, it doesn't seem like you got 6 stars in Deadly Assault. So your account doesn't seem established enough, at least based on the comments, to reach 6 stars. So, and knowing you probably have like what, 3 teams? I know we said the saying is pull for the characters you want, but if your account's in need of characters, I think you have way less room to be picky. Now, of course, pulling for characters, you gotta get them. If you don't get them, then obviously you're not gonna get the character. But it's kind of hard to pull for characters when you're not even doing farming as much of the events or anything like that. So it's one thing to it seems like you're very picky about the characters you pull. Yujin, at least with Nova. I'm not saying this because he can just swipe, but in general, because even for myself, I don't swipe. I still pull for characters that I feel like I should probably pull for based on needs for the account then. Because really like the character. I really like Fufu. I lost my 50-50 when I got her. And I ended up not getting her. Can I clear content without her? Yes. Would I prefer having her? Yes. Will I end up having her? Probably not. But because of the whole ice fire rupture characters coming out, Yidhari obviously being the ice, and then Banwei being the fire along with Komano, are you going to tell me that you are going to be able to clear it with Monato if it's the ice fire wanderer boss? Are you going to build Monato? Do you have the other characters to help support Monato? You do have Lucia, so yeah. Or do you have Lucia? I believe you do. But you can. And then give him another character if you want, or another team member. But what about later on? What about now? So yeah. But moving on. So, well, I'm into the next Japanese girl agent stunner. So more like for third team. I don't know. Are your teams even working synergized well together? I would say you have the Yishun team just fine because you do have Fufu, Yishun, Uchiha, or the Panda for the team. Anomaly team, obviously, as long as you put Anomaly with Yuzuha, I guess at this point, or a different buffer or support. And then there's the closest, if not probably complete enough, your Anbi team. Because you can use Pulchra. I just don't know who your third one would be. Probably Soldier 11. If you were to use Astra. At the very least. I think you could get away with Pulchra, but I don't know. I don't use either or I don't use Soldier 11, so... Because you say third team. I don't know if you were there when I was talking about the latest endgame content. And you need at least 15 characters. Let alone we don't know if those 15 characters that you have, if you even have 15 characters built, because I barely had 15 characters built. I had like 16. So you're here talking about your third team, and then before that you were like, you making it seem like you don't want to pull for any other character unless it's a character you like, which I'm not against. But you're falling behind even more. The pickier you get, the more you fall behind, is basically what I'm saying. Goodbye Chingy was already forgotten. Chingy is good, but she's not the best option these days. Like, you can still use her, but obviously there's better options. She was literally what, 1.1, 1.2. I don't have a good pair synergy for her playstyle. Well, she is. You can pair her with Anbi. I'm assuming that's what you did, but you didn't you build Pulchra also? Because I swear I told you to fix your Pulchra. You should be using Pulchra with Anbi. But she's better than having Chingy with Anbi. Although I don't know if you knew that. Because I feel like you're just slapping characters you like into the teams rather than team synergy. If you want to worry about team synergy, you might want to have to pull for more other characters or build more characters. Because I don't want you to pull for a future character and then not be able to use the character because you don't like the other characters, and that would make her team work. That would totally brick your account, because now you're just going to be stuck with a character that you can't use. Just, you know, letting you know. But pretty sure that's kind of obvious. But it is what it is. I just only cleared one boss yet in boss hunt. I died on the right boss that I don't even know. I think that's the Defiler. It was in the story, but I don't know how far behind are you in the story, or if you even should have been. Yeah, I don't know how far behind you are in the story, because that was the last updated boss that Nova has problems with. So I don't even know. One hit KO if not kill that particular thing. I don't know. If we're talking about the thing that you need to destroy to help shield you, then I guess so. But I've always destroyed it. At least I assume that if I don't destroy it, bad things will happen. So thank you for letting me know that you just died, I guess. So my Anby died and I rage quit the game since my time is precious at the moment, so help need more 3 stars. And this is where team synergy comes in, because if you don't have the characters because you're being picky, well then, well, either picky or because you didn't get to pull them. Either way, either reason, it still doesn't help that you don't have the characters that can make your runs go more smoothly, even by a little bit, whether they're in A rank or not. So yeah. Update on a non-existent Wuwa, I guess, from Eugen. I only pulled my Punsu since I don't even know what are these long comments about being told by Nova. Like pulls are related, so I can barely manage to pull just my Punsu. Well, if you don't have anything to say about it, don't say anything about it. Simple as that. If you have nothing to say about it, then there's no need to mention it. So I'm just gonna move on. So going back to Uma Musume, that is where we are. I'm just gonna let this run go. This run has been beans anyway. I don't have an idea. I have not done anything yet, just autos for the event to clear 7. And for daily race 7. I don't know what you mean by 7, but maybe I just need to read the EN translated description on the mechanics so I can do something instead blindly clicking. I don't know, Eugen. I could say you could maybe also do the same thing in Zenless and maybe look up team comps or whatever, not from where you looked at before, because wherever you looked at before, it gave you like the worst setups I've seen. At least based, because you told me you got your setups on that. So yeah. If only you could also look up also in Zenless. But it seems like, as of right now, it just seems like off the characters you're pulling, it just seems more like you're pulling towards preference than for the account. What it feels like. When right now you should probably be more worried about your account than preferences. But at the same time, you have pulled for characters in the past and they didn't work out. But it does have a factor to it. But another factor would be the lack of, I guess, doing the events as much. I'm gonna assume you do as much as you can, but and all the other stuff you didn't finish throughout the game, I guess, that you possibly have could farm currency for. I don't know. You probably do. You probably do. So it is what it is. By the way, I feel like Mihono Hot Spring 3rd costume will appear before 2nd alternate for Turbo. Since Mihono Bourbon is one of the scenario Umas, so based on Uma release, that might be a possibility. There might be. They did it for Rice Shower, so they could do it for Mihono. Yeah, I could see it. Since DST have been Daylight Savings. DST, I've never heard it like that. I've never heard it like that. I think 2-speed might have been too much this time around. Or maybe I should have tried it without 2-speed. Because speed's at an S. I think my speed would be fine. Maybe I should run 2 guts. Something to try out later. Something to try out later. My time have moved 1 hour, so more like it's almost noon when I get back home. And the weather makes me hot-headed or blood boil due to irritation. Good thing it's burst season, so somehow a bit cold, but the sunlight, I'm a vampire avoiding direct hit by sunlight. Maybe wear a hat, some sunglasses. I wear sunglasses. I don't like the sun either, but I wear I've gotten used to wearing sunglasses a long time ago after not using sunglasses. That was like years ago. Actually, I got more into wearing sunglasses, or I got into wearing sunglasses when I started driving, so it just made things more convenient. If you don't like the sunlight, use whatever you can. Sunglasses, a hat, anything. Anything. How about rather than complaining or getting irritated by it, do something about it. What do they say? You can complain all you want, but if you're not going to do anything about it, nothing's going to change. So you're just going to keep complaining about it. That goes with life. You want something to change? Do something about it. You know? But other than that, oh wait, Nova did reply. Oh wait, there's the one more there's one more sentence. Honestly, I'm barely keeping up with vid, maybe due to the time of day I arrive at home. The video is gonna be there regardless. The video is gonna be there. It's whatever's happening on your end. Well, you said you gotta get home around noon. And all I know what you do after is either auto run Uma, read something, or sleep. Mainly sleep, from my understanding, so. I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. Nova responded saying, honestly, I'm barely... Oh, no, Nova responded saying, Chingy and Juyuins can still be used, though. Maybe I'll go back to them one of these days. They can still be used. Any character can still be used. There's only one thing that matters. And it's if you've at least kept them up to date with their best kit, setup, whatever. Best possible kit or setup. And well, he doesn't have Jujuen. So I think he's just been using Chingy with Anby, but Polkra's honestly the better option with Anby. Except I don't use Polkra with Anby. I can. If I were to use it with the Defiler without using Seed. The hardest thing about having Polkra there is because she doesn't parry. She dodges when you go for the parry. So it kind of ruins the flow of things against the Defiler. But it's still doable. If your characters are built. Just trying to... I don't know how updated or how far you're into updating your characters, Eugen, but because you haven't really mentioned it in a while. So I'm gonna just assume you haven't made any progress. It's honestly the only assumption I can make, so... Yeah, I could probably go back to Chingy and Jujuen also. I just have to make sure that they're... built at the very least. With that being said, thank you, Eugen, and thank you, Nova, for the comments. I appreciate it as always. And with that being said, I mean, the stats don't look too bad if you just look at it. Total wise, could do better. I don't know, maybe I can run the Highlander set. Oh no, maybe 2 guts. We've just been stuck at UCs, but... I'll take the UCs for now over getting UDs, so... Okay. It's okay. Also, I don't know if I'll have a Pokemon video out later today. Just thought I'd give you guys a heads up. I forgot to mention that because I don't know, it's post game, so I'm kind of just feeling a little bit more laid back. So I may or may not have recorded. If we do end up having a video later, then it is what it is. If not, then just know I just probably wasn't feeling it at the moment. But ended off with, I believe this is cap, 1979 speed, 840 stamina, 1575 power, 1310 guts, and 1222 on Y. So we did manage to get to the 1200s at the very least with Ys. Guts seem to be the... Well, obviously stamina is the lowest one. We don't have a stamina card, but Guts is the lowest one with the card, at least. So maybe we should run two Guts cards instead. And then we did end up getting S aptitudes on mile and medium distance. But that is my best Hokko Tarumae because the last best one was just a normal UD. But with that being said, guys, that's going to be it for this video. If you guys didn't make it this far, I do want to say thank you. If you guys can, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, leave a comment down below. Let me know how you guys are doing in the new scenario, if you guys have even tried. It seems like we're all just taking our time on it, but it's cool. It's cool. I'm just trying to get back to the UBs at least, and then eventually probably make it to UAs, but it's only been like about a week, so... Week? A little over a week? I don't know. I don't remember. Like a week. Yeah, like a week. What am I talking about? But yeah, if there's anything else you guys do want to talk about or ask me, just leave it down in the comment section down below. As long as it's appropriate, I'll go over it. And if you guys haven't joined the Discord server, link is down in the description down below. There's a channel called Circle Quest for those who haven't joined a circle or are looking for a circle to join. Y'all are free to join the circle that I am in. It is called Shushu. Once you give that a search, hit request join. It'll let me know that you want to join the circle. And then after that, head over to the comment section or the circle request channel or Discord server. let me know that you sent the request along with your in-game name just so I can make sure to add you into the circle and not somebody else. But with that being said, guys, that's going to be it for this video. Thank you once again. And as always, I'll see you on the next one. Peace.